Hello, this is Michael Stahl.
And I'm Ryan Gallik.
And we're co-founders of the Mental Hygiene Project. What we'd like to talk to you about today is the last level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Now, you recall in other videos, we spoke about basic needs, and then we also spoke about the psychological needs of love and belonging and esteem. Today, we're going to talk about self-actualization, which means the degree to which we have purpose and passion and how we unleash our potential in every area of our lives.
We want to give you strategies on how to reach self-actualization. 1, don't compare yourself to others. So many times people base their self-worth on how others live, on what people achieve in their personal or professional life, and really looking and comparing your life to others. You know, so many times people create this facade of perfection on social media, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or any other social media platform, when in fact, no one is perfect. So do not compare yourself to others. Number 2, understand that you will reach different points in Maslow's hierarchy of needs at different times of life. And understand that while you may have the most basic need, the food, the water, the shelter, the safety, and moving up, have the job, you may not really reach that self-actualization when you want to. And in fact, one day when you do reach that esteem or that self-actualization, you may have to go back down to the most basic needs because of an adversity of life that you're facing at this moment in time or in a future moment of time. So understand, it is okay to experience each one of these points as you move up or go back down the pyramid.
Thank you, Ryan. Number 3. Find your purpose and your passion. In 2001, a renowned psychiatrist from South Africa traveled to Cambodia. The purpose of his visit there was to introduce antidepressant drugs. The doctors there had never even heard of such a thing. So when he started talking about this, they had a very quizzical look on their faces. And they said, we think we understand what you're talking about. Let's share a situation with you. There was a villager who had worked in the local rice fields, and he had worked in the rice fields for many years. One day, while he was at work, he stepped on an old landmine that exploded. In the accident, he lost his leg, and he had to use a prosthetic. So when he came back to work and he was standing in the water, that creates tremendous pain. Well, he started to get depressed because he was traumatized with horrible post-traumatic stress of having to go back to the place where he was injured, and he also experienced that physical pain every single day. Well, his depression got to the point where he cried uncontrollably. He couldn't get out of bed. He curled up in the fetal position. So the doctors came together to meet him. They spoke with him, they talked with him, they talked with the villagers. They all came together as a group. And they decided that in order to create purpose in his life, they would buy him a cow. Because if he had a cow, he could become a dairy farmer. Well, miraculously, 2 weeks after purchasing a cow for this gentleman, the crying stopped. 1 month after he became a dairy farmer in his newfound career, all symptoms of depression completely disappeared. So we need to find our purpose and our passion, and we also need to make sure, particularly in crisis, that we come together. Of all the generations throughout the history of time, ours is the only generation that has incredible technological advancement. So we can interact on a level that we've never been able to before, and yet the level of human connection that we have is lower than it's ever been. Find your purpose, find your passion, and make sure, particularly in crisis, you stay connected, because just like that dairy farmer in Cambodia, you can find your purpose and passion. It's not like a light switch sometimes that goes click on and click off. It's kind of like a dimmer switch. When we move that dimmer switch and we move through those levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, ultimately you will find yourself with purpose, passion, drive, and unleashing your potential in every area of your life. This is Michael Stahl
and Ryan Gallik from the Mental Hygiene Project.